You gotta grow radish, right? Well, this is Triton radish. I got it from Todd Seeds, and I soaked them for about 3 hours. And the only reason why I soaked them, put them in warm water for about 3 hours, was to have the seeds swell up so it wouldn't fall through these little holes here, because I'm not growing with any kind of medium right now, just literally nothing at all. So I used my little sprouting jar, which I don't do sprouts at all, but I just put them in there, soaked them. This is 72 grams of Triton seed, and I will put my styrofoam cover on top here, and we'll put it underneath over there on the grow rack. Cool. Radish is looking really good. The radish has pushed the foam up enough where the edges are getting light. So the edges are green, but the center is not so much. And so I've sprayed this, and I'm going to put some shade cloth on it like I did with the kale and broccoli mix. I also wanted to say this is the first time that I've added nutrient to the bottom. Okay, there's a shade cloth on it. Couple things to mention. I did try another bottom and flip it over online, like you see a lot of people online do. I did try that, but with these with the trays that I have, they don't sit on there very well. They kind of slide off. So that's one thing. The other thing, or I would have tried it. The other thing is that I'm bottom watering now, so I don't want the extra issues of high humidity that would be if I had a tray on top of it, because that would block a lot of the moisture from being able to get out. With the holiness of shade cloth, I'm hoping that won't be an issue. Plus, as it grows, it can just push this stuff up easy enough, and you can see where it's at as it goes. So I think I'm seeing a pattern with all these microgreen grows like this without medium. And keep them in the dark, that's one thing. And then till they get to the height you want. And then bring them out regularly every day or two. And just using house water here with the garden spray attachment hose onto the hose. And just rinsing the dickens out of this. I'm rinsing the bottom tray out thoroughly, and I'm putting in some fresh weak hydroponic solution after I do that. And I cover them up in the darkness. I'll show you that in just a second. So I've got hydroponic solution in this, and then after I rinse them outside, I just add it to the level where the roots will be able to reach it without saturating into the top much. And then after that, I take my fungal spray to it. I did a video on what this fungal spray is, if you're of a mind or curious. And then I covered this particular one with shade cloth. Now I am painting one of the domes as a blackout dome to see if that works well. My thoughts are that it may contain too much humidity, whereas this shade cloth is very porous, so to speak, and it also blocks out light. So I'm going to keep this on until I see that the shoot, but not the shoots, but the microgreens have reached a height or that I want, or any other indicator, maybe a time phase like, you know, day 12 or whatever. I don't know exactly just yet. That's a radish now. It's pretty tall. I'm going to take you in here and show you how what it looks like. And it had colored from not having shade cloth all the way on the edges. It pushed up actually the foam board, but now I've got shade cloth on it. So let's take it outside, rinse it. We'll do the rinse and then restock the nutrient. Okay, I rinsed them. And I wanted to show you here something I noticed. They're pretty long, and it's not a big deal right now, but I'm afraid if I leave them covered, let me get the camera straight again. I'm afraid if I leave them covered much longer, they're going to become, it's going to be counterproductive. And so I'm going to leave the covers off, the shade cloth off now, and let them green up and mature some. Here's what the roots look like. Really pretty roots. And so yeah, I think we're nearing the end of the radish grow. Wow, this is the very next day. You remember what they look like? Well, I'm sure you do, you just saw it. Oh my goodness. This is, they just exploded. They spread the leaves, and they're stouter. They're not as wimpy. Let's take them out and spray them. But before we do that, look at the color on this radish. This is Triton radish. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful microgreen. I have no idea what it tastes like. Maybe I'll do a taste test when we harvest them. And that's going to be pretty soon too, from the looks of it. So anyway, let's go spray them off. So as I seem to be doing with almost every grow now, I bring it out here. I take the tray off, I put it between these two boards so there can be drainage. Ooh, look at those roots. They look awesome. So then, depending on the microgreen, I use a level of spray that won't knock them down. This will be a gentle spray, and we're just going to cleanse it by rinsing it for a good bit. And then of course we'll rinse out this tray and put them back in the greenhouse. Although I think they would love the temps and the sun out here today. But then again, it might burn them, I don't know. So we're not going to take that chance. So we'll do that and put them back. Spray and roots. You creators out there, the ones that make YouTube videos, know sometimes filming can be hard. So unless you put it on a tripod or something, you can't get these cool close-ups, huh? So yeah, I'm just going to hit these thoroughly like this. You can see the weight of the water pushes them a little bit, but they'll bounce right back at this density. And I could even push them kind of back with my hands. Brassicas, radishes, they don't seem to be prone to mold, at least the way I'm doing it. I don't ever see anything on them at all. So I don't know, sorry, my shadow's in here. Let me put this garden hose out of the way so I can get a better angle for you. But yeah, see, just kind of moving back. But yeah, they're not too difficult to worry about fungus and stuff that I've experienced, and they seem to be a pretty easy grow. So yeah, let's put them back in their container here and bring them back. Beautiful, love it. And got the radish out here. We're gonna do a rinse on it. It's looking really good. It's about ready for harvest. Gonna rinse it out really good. And I'm not gonna put any more spray on it. This will help clean it. And we'll let it dry in the greenhouse until tomorrow and take it tomorrow. I also rinse the roots after I get done with this, but I can't do it holding the camera. Alright, let's harvest some of these radish. It looks real good. Let me see if I can show you down in here what some of that looks like. Okay, this time I'm not going to film me taking it all out of the pot. I can tell you that there is no substrate at all. See, pulling the roots out here. So I'll cut the roots off and all that and bring it back and lay it out, and then we'll weigh it. Stacking them in. Let me show you that there is no substrate planted directly in this. I could have used a screen because some did fall through. Not very many at all, but some did. So I could use screen. The roots are fine enough to do it with screen. And this is a product after cleaning, after removing the roots. There's still pieces of roots. Isn't that pretty? No mold, no weird things going on here. Just beautiful, beautiful greens. These are radish. And if you like the taste of radish, you're gonna like the taste of the microgreen. It tastes like radish, to me. Bagged radish microgreens. Beautiful, beautiful crop. And the 1020 flat is a pretty big haul. So let's go up. Let's take it now, go up to my scale. This thing is actually fairly accurate, believe it or not. And let's put these on the scale like we always do. There we go. Nothing's touching it. Wow, I didn't expect that much. That's, golly, that's 1 3/4 pounds. It's at more than 1 3/4 pounds. I mean, there is a substantial weight, but I expected it to be closer to the broccoli kale mix. That's a hearty take right there. Super proud of that. So guys, that's the no medium radish grow. Seems like I can grow about anything without medium. It may be a while before I put out another microgreen vid, I'm not sure, because upcoming things, but I do have a pea grow, but I might have to kill that before finish, but we'll see. And also I'm attempting some stuff with the beans again, but regardless, this is Brent, it's the Radish Grow. We'll see you guys later.